Cats and fear of heights. Why cats are afraid of falling from high places. Cats are known for being gracefully agile and being able to easily get to high places. Cats are known to be good at climbing, but many of them are afraid of heights, especially when they think they might fall from somewhere high. Discovering the reasons for this fear can help us understand how cats act and make the world a better place for our cat friends. Instincts that come from evolution. The reason cats are afraid of heights goes back to their time as hunters and prey. Cats are very good at climbing, but in the wild, their ancestors lived in places with many natural enemies. People's fear of heights probably developed as a way to keep them from getting hurt or dying. 2. Depth perception. Cats have great depth perception, which lets them figure out how far things are when they're moving around. But the way they see heights might be different from how we do, and they might think that some high areas are dangerous or unstable. 3. Lack of control. Cats like being in charge of their own lives and having freedom in their surroundings. Cats may feel like they don't have control over their surroundings when they're on a high ledge or platform, especially if they think the area is unsteady or if they hear or see something move quickly. Or unpleasant experience. Cats are sensitive animals that can be hurt by bad things that happen. If a cat has fallen from a high place or been through something stressful that happened on a high surface, they may become afraid of or avoid going to high places because they associate them with danger. 5. Getting older and having physical limitations. As cats age, their bodies may not work the same way or as well as they used to. Cats that are older or have trouble moving around may be more careful when they are up high, because they may not be sure they can safely get down or keep their balance. Or factors in the environment. For cats, things in their environment like loud noises, sudden moves, or other animals can make them scared. These environmental cues may be amplified by raised surfaces, which can make anxiety or stress worse. Learning with others. Cats are very perceptive and can learn from how other cats act. As a cat watches another cat fall or show signs of being scared in high places, it may copy that behavior and become more careful itself. Does a cat always land on its feet? In fact, cats are very good at getting back up after falling and usually land on their feet. People naturally do this thing called the righting reflex or cat righting reflex. When a cat falls or jumps from a high place, it naturally arches its back and turns its body in the air to get its bearings. This helps it land on its feet. Cats are able to land on their feet for a number of reasons, including spine that is very flexible. Cats' spines are very flexible, which lets them quickly and effectively change their position in the air. Level of balance and coordination. Cats have amazing levels of balance and coordination, which lets them quickly change their body position and stay stable when they fall. Rotating forelegs. Cats can twist their forelegs on their own, which lets them control their descent and land with their feet flat on the ground. The vestibular system. The inner ear's vestibular system is very important for a cat's ability to keep its balance and find its way around. Cats are very aware of when their position changes and can quickly make changes to stay balanced. Even though cats naturally land on their feet when they fall, it's important to remember that they can still get hurt when they do. Cats can still get hurt, especially when they fall from very high places. Giving our cats a safe place to live without any high steps or unstable perches can help lower their risk of falling and protect their health. So, does the height of the fall affect this, or can they escape thanks to it? Cats have an amazing survival instinct that lets them right themselves and land on their feet after falling. This instinct works most of the time no matter how high the fall is. But this power has its limits, and the result can be affected by how high the fall is. When cats fall from small heights like a few feet, they can usually quickly turn their bodies around and land on their feet without getting hurt too badly. This is because they are quick, flexible, and can change their position in the air. But as the fall height goes up, so do the impact forces, and cats may not be able to fully protect themselves from the fall. When people fall from higher ups, they can get worse injuries like broken bones, internal injuries, or even death. Cats have a better chance of surviving higher jumps because they can spread out their weight and lessen the force of the fall, but they could still get hurt badly. What happens after a cat falls can also depend on its age, health, body state, and the surface it lands on. The righting reflex helps cats land on their feet after falling, which may lessen the damage. However, the chance of injury depends on how high the fall was. To make sure their cats are safe and healthy, cat owners need to take steps to keep their cats from falling, especially from high places. If cat owners understand why their cats are afraid of heights, they can make their homes safer and more comfortable for their cats. Giving cats safe places to sit, reducing environmental stressors, and giving them different kinds of enrichment can help ease their nervousness and improve their health as a whole. We hope you found what we said useful. As cat experts, it is very important for us to make the world of cats a little more understandable to you. If you find it useful, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you with new content.